Ever feel like you're just, scratching the surface of your potential? Like there's this whole other level of leadership, performance, even personal satisfaction that's just
Yeah.
out of reach.
Yeah.
Well, get this. What if I told you the key to unlocking all of that is literally between your ears?
That's true. We often, I think, underestimate the sheer power and adaptability of our brains.
Exactly. And that's why I'm so into today's deep dive. We're going to be exploring brain basics,
Okay.
and they are all about harnessing the power of your mind to achieve some pretty incredible things. They even say you can train your brain just like you train your body. What's the deal with that? Is this like mental weightlifting or something?
In a way, yeah. Brain Basics really emphasizes the connection between our thoughts, our choices, and the results that we see in our lives.
Right.
They argue that by becoming more aware of our thought patterns and actively choosing more empowering thoughts, we can literally rewire our brains for success.
Okay, so no fancy brain zapping gadgets, just good old-fashioned self-awareness and mental discipline.
Yeah.
I'm intrigued. How does this actually play out in a leadership context? I imagine that's a big focus for brain basics.
Absolutely, yeah. Brain Basics really emphasizes that effective leadership starts from within.
Yo.
They actually have this great quote. They say, "Your brain is the most powerful computer in the world, and it's controlled by your thoughts."
Wow.
So imagine the impact a leader can have when they are really acutely aware of their own thought processes, their own biases, and how those influence their decisions.
Whoa. So a leader who masters their own mind, masters their leadership, that's a powerful concept.
It is. This kind of self-mastery allows leaders to remain calm, adaptable under pressure, make more strategic decisions, and inspire their teams more effectively. It's not just about barking orders, it's
Got it.
about really understanding the why behind your actions and inspiring others to do the same.
That makes a lot of sense. And it's not just about individual leadership either, right?
Yeah.
Brain Basics also talks about building a culture of leadership at all levels of an organization.
Precisely. They believe that to truly thrive, companies need to move beyond that traditional top-down leadership model and foster leadership qualities in every employee, regardless of their position.
So how does that actually translate to a more engaged and satisfied workforce?
Mhm.
I mean, we all know competitive pay is important, but what's beyond the paycheck? What makes people truly excited to show up every day?
That's a great question, and it's something Brain Basics dives into deeply.
Okay.
They argue that creating a culture of ownership is key.
Okay.
When employees at all levels feel empowered to contribute their ideas, take initiative, and they see a direct connection between their work and the company's success, that's when you see true engagement and loyalty flourish.
So it's about fostering a sense of purpose, not just a paycheck. That really resonates. Okay, so
Yeah.
let's say I'm sold. I want to unlock this brain power both for myself and for my team. Where do I even begin? They mentioned something about assessments, right?
They do. Brain Basics uses assessments like the Energy Leadership Index and the EQI 2.0 to help individuals gain deeper self-awareness. These tools provide valuable insights into your leadership style, emotional intelligence, and areas for growth.
Assessments. Okay, now we're talking. Tell me more about these tools. What exactly are they measuring, and how do they help someone become a better leader?
Well, let's start with the EQI 2.0.
Okay.
This assessment focuses on emotional intelligence,
Right.
which is all about, understanding and managing your own emotions, as well as recognizing and responding effectively to the emotions of others.
EQ. That's huge these days. Everyone's talking about it. But why is it so important for leadership specifically?
Yeah, it's more than just a buzzword, that's for sure. A leader with high EQ can build stronger relationships, navigate conflict more effectively,
Right.
and inspire their team to achieve incredible results. Think about it, a leader who can empathize with their team, understand their motivations, and communicate effectively, especially during challenging times. That's powerful.
Absolutely. No one wants to work for a robot. We crave that human connection. Okay, so the EQI 2.0 measures things like self-awareness, empathy, and relationship management skills.
Mhm.
What about the other assessment you mentioned, the Energy Leadership Index? That one sounds intriguing.
It is. Yeah, the Energy Leadership Index really delves into how you, as a leader, show up, especially under pressure. Are you someone who thrives on challenge, or do you tend to get bogged down by stress?
Interesting.
It identifies your typical patterns of thought and behavior,
Okay.
revealing whether they are predominantly what we call catabolic,
Mm.
more reactive, and possibly draining for yourself and those around you,
Right.
or anabolic, which is about being more proactive, more energizing.
Oh, wow. So it's not just about what you do, but the energy you bring to those actions.
Exactly.
I see.
And the fascinating thing is, these assessments, they often incorporate feedback from people around you.
Oh, really?
Your peers, your team, even your own manager.
So you're getting a 360-degree view of your leadership style, not just your own perception.
Right. It can be a real eye-opener. It helps you see blind spots, maybe discover areas for growth that you might not have been aware of otherwise.
I bet those feedback sessions lead to some pretty incredible aha moments.
They absolutely do. And that's where Brain Basics individual coaching program comes in. It's all about taking those aha moments and really turning them into tangible actions.
Yes, coaching. They mentioned that in their materials.
Yeah.
So tell me more about how their coaching program works. What's their approach?
Brain Basics believes strongly in the power of personalized guidance and support.
Okay.
It's not like a one-size-fits-all approach.
Right, right.
Their coaching program is really designed to help individuals take the insights they've gained, say from the assessments, and translate those into lasting change.
It's about bridging that gap between knowing and doing.
Yeah.
Like, I now know I could be better at handling conflict, but how do I actually change my approach?
You've got it. The coaching provides that crucial support system,
Yeah.
offering practical strategies, accountability, and a safe space to experiment with new behaviors and mindsets.
It sounds incredibly impactful. It's one thing to read about this stuff, but actually having someone in your corner guiding you through the process, that could be game-changing. But what about tangible results? Did Brain Basics share any client success stories that really stood out?
Oh, absolutely. They had some truly compelling testimonials.
Okay.
For example, Jeremy E., a practice lead at Kelly Services, spoke about how the coaching process helped him to gain this heightened perspective on really everything, the people he was interacting with, the conversations he was having, even just everyday work situations.
Okay, so real-world changes in how he was showing up at work. What kind of benefits did he experience?
Well, he said the coaching process gave him a wider range of choices in how he reacted to situations,
Okay.
more control, fewer knee-jerk reactions.
Yeah.
And it sounds like that led to much better outcomes, especially in those, high-pressure leadership moments.
I love that. Okay, but was this just a one-off, or did Brain Basics share other examples of people achieving similar results? So Jeremy E. saw some great results. What about other clients?
Oh, yeah. They actually shared another great story about Jeremy B., a regional area manager at Cardinal Health.
Okay.
And he actually said the coaching was truly the gift that keeps giving.
Wow.
And not just impacting his work life, but his personal life, too.
The gift that keeps giving, that's high praise. It seems like Brain Basics really gets that our personal and professional lives are intertwined. You can't just compartmentalize them.
Exactly. They understand that when you feel more in control, more empowered as an individual, that positive energy flows into every aspect of your life, your work, your relationships, everything. It's a very holistic approach for sure.
Love that. Okay, so we've covered a ton of ground here, from the incredible power of our brains to the specific tools and techniques Brain Basics uses to unlock that potential. But before we wrap up, I'm curious, what does this all actually mean for our listener? Let's say I'm sitting here feeling totally inspired, ready to, step into my full potential. Where do I even begin?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it?
Right.
But I don't think it has to be that complicated.
Oh.
I think the first step is, simply embracing this idea that your brain isn't static, it's malleable.
Right.
You have the power to shape it through conscious effort and practice, just like you would train your body.
It's almost like we need to shift our self-image. Like, we're not stuck with a fixed set of skills and limitations. We can actually evolve and grow throughout our lives.
Exactly. It's about cultivating what we call a growth mindset. Believing in your own capacity to learn, to adapt, and to develop new skills and talents.
Right.
And it all starts with that self-awareness we were talking about, really paying attention to your thoughts, your reactions, just any patterns that might be holding you back.
And that's where Brain Basics comes in, right? Providing a roadmap, support, and those targeted tools to help you achieve real, lasting change, both personally and professionally.
Absolutely. It's all about empowering individuals to become the best versions of themselves, which then has this ripple effect. It positively impacts their teams, their workplaces, even the world around them.
It's inspiring stuff. And it reminds me of a quote, actually, from the Brain Basics website. They said, "Make your brain work for you."
I like that.
Because it's a powerful reminder that we're not just along for the ride, right? We have agency, we have choices, and we have the ability to harness this incredible power between our ears to create the lives we truly want. So to our listener out there, I'll leave you with this. What's one small step you can take today to start making your brain work for you, not against you? What thought can you shift? What action can you take? What new perspective can you embrace? Keep that question in mind, and until next time, happy deep diving.
Keep learning, keep growing, and remember the possibilities, they really are limitless.